Mustangs ready to kick it away first. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Cgg Theu Vs Smu got his man all by himself. Turning on the Jets. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Punting on first down, but why, though? Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of He's loose on the right. Into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Mustangs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Out wide left, it's Burrows. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Left side is Gibson. Touchdown, SMU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's got it. Turns it on at midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And another big play for this offense. How about this offense coming out on fire, throwing the football all over the yard, making big plays. This is a tough unit to stop this defense. They better find some answers, or he's going to throw for more yards in this game than he ever has.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Rush right in his face. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Out wide left, it's Moore. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the 1st period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one.
Looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Oh, and he missed it, and they missed their chance to lock it up. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
JKS. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Keeps it on the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. They were all over it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And his throw is incomplete. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He's going to let it go. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Songa Politelli. He wants to go deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up fourth.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Got a man, it's Shelton. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Mustangs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Here's a give to Gibson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game, and we're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Into the end zone unimpeded. Except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking for a huge play. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the number 5 team, the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Bruins with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. On the move, it's Pringle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
The Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Push is ahead. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the back. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Nestled just inside that right upright. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Back to throw, it's Washington. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. inbounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on first down. Rushes on. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Second down, gonna throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Soft spot in the middle. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll throw it from the red zone. Out wide right, it's Gibson. Touchdown, Mustangs! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on. Makes the grab in their space. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Caught. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Again, it's Songo Bolatelli. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Grabs it inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pringle. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. Defense covering it up and not letting the get it back. It's a turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And it's gone! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Front deep, it's Burrows. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Right side, it's Shelton. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Left side, it's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
He's brought down at the 28. And 1st down for the offense.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out wide right, it's Brown. Inside the 15. Touchdown, SMU! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Number 98 set to kick this one away.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He's got great speed. Continues to fight for yards. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Makes the grab on the left. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Making the adjustment on the play. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on third down, Sangapolatelli. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Gibson again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Running inside. It's gone. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. And they'll just down it right there. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of